Hello and welcome back to my playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. We are continuing our adventures with the Dark Urge. Previously, Raven and the party travel to the Undercity and find the Temple of Bhaal to rescue Gale and retrieve Orin's Netherstone. Raven has to confront Orin in a one-on-one duel that will determine who will become the chosen of Bhaal. Ultimately, Orin is defeated and Bhaal offers Raven the inheritance due. However, Raven has spent his life since the Nautiloid crash trying to resist his dark urges, and knowing the consequences, he rejects Bhaal. Bhaal ends Raven's life. However, Withers intervenes.
Thy fight is not over, and it is thy fight. For one who can look upon Bhaal and oppose him can survive any crisis. So rise, challenger of gods, and prepare for battle once more. Death will not claim thee whilst I endure. Greet the bloodless dawn, child of none.
Raven has his own mind finally, and the dark urges are silenced. The last of the 3 Netherstones have been gathered, and it is time to take the fight to the Elder Brain. But there are still things left to do. In this episode, Gale of Waterdeep has been returned to us, and we need to further prepare for the ultimate endgame. Hi, good evening. Welcome back to my playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. I took a day. If you had been here for the last episode, it was crazy. Very, very crazy. So as you know, I've played this game before, and I've gone through this encounter before, but playing as Dark Urge. And finding a way to this encounter, defeating Orin, or at least confronting Orin in the Bhaal Temple, was insane. Was insane. Nothing like a custom Tav character at all. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. It was just highly recommended. Play it again, sure. But the thing is, it was so heavy, I don't know if I could play it again anytime soon. I certainly don't know if I could do an evil run just to get to this point, so I don't know. So, yeah. After my playthrough, I'm sorry about this, but I did reload a few times just to see the other options because I really wanted to see how they go. And I know that's not within the spirit of the games, but I was so super curious. And like I said, there's probably not another time where I will be able to run this game as a Dark Urge. As it is, I'm planning my next playthrough as an honor run, and it won't be Dark Urge because I just need a vanilla tab for a bit.
Let's have a look.
I don't think I've... The Gibbous of the Worshipful Servant. Like Spittle's alertness. At the start of combat, the wearer gains momentum equal to the charisma modifier. You gain advantage on concentrating saving. I don't need this. Is this guy dead? Like, dead for real? I never did reload to see if, like, actually killing him did anything. These assholes are still here. Well, you know what?
My faith will guide me.
Watch your back.
Just because I feel like starting shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. Why not? Sneak attack, bye. Oh, that's one. Let's just throw out all our thunder arrows, why don't we? Bye. Oh, no. Oh, okay, that killed him.
Rummage.
Deal all that. And these jackasses. I hate you guys. Like, murder called? Like, they're assholes. They're just plain assholes. There's nothing cool about them. All they do is run around murder people. And No, I don't feel really bad that I'm kind of murdering them now. This is their lot in life, right? Bye. Oh. You're not even fighting back. Weird. How many more thunder arrows do I have? There you go. Work here? Hey. Oh, that didn't work. Well, let's try that again. I don't know. Meek. Oh, Jesus Christ. The thunder arrows aren't really doing anything. Well, I know I have thunder wave.
This way.
Let's go. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but whatever. Dr. Beth. Oh. What was that infernal resistance that I had?
No one stopped me yet.
Did I get like any new powers from doing all that stuff? I don't know. I don't think I got any new powers. I am just no longer having any dark urges, I guess. That's my eventual reward. Hi. Just die. Yeah, I'm having a little bit too much fun here.
Should mind my step.
I'm encumbered. Okay, whatever. Yeah, it was a interesting fight. I can't even be that mad. I understand that this is what they do. This is what Bhaal bids them to do, right? Send this to Lae'zel. Maze Optimizer. Let's send this to Lae'zel. I don't know if there's anything we could do with that, but Gortash's hand. We're gonna send that to camp. I don't know what we're gonna do with a bunch of body parts, but whatever. All right.
What am I to do?
Well, we're gonna murder some people because they are just completely assholes. Unstoppable. You know what? Not worth it. Oops. Not worth it. Let's go.
This way.
Who's this? Dying Stone Lord Thug.
I have a lot on my mind.
So this is where this guy turned out.
In it.
What a weird dude to bring back here. Lae'zel could pick this up? Oh, she's already... Okay.
Action, not reaction.
Well, we'll just bring this over to camp then, I guess. And to camp. Add this to wares. Bone spike gloves, exoskeleton reinforcements, your attacks ignore resistance, slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning damage. I think I want to use that on her. I know this goes with the bone spike outfit that Karlach has, but we don't really play with Karlach, and I think this... I don't know, I think this looks good. I mean, it would work, right? I gotta dye it. Make it match her outfit a little bit better, but...
Objective noted.
Sure.
Best get going.
I do want to kill everybody here, but we no longer have to submit to our dark urges, so whatever. Bye, fools. No longer want to see you guys again. We're gonna come back here though eventually, so. But today is not that day. Uh-oh. Oh.
Bonds free! No more slaves. Liberators, saviors, pawns, dupes, fools, released, usefulness, and targeted, killed, death, unavoidable.
All right, brainy girl. Okay. Anyway. I am so done with the Illithid. I swear to God. People creep me out to no end. I don't think there's anything left to do here, to be honest. Oh, hey, there was a platform here all along. I know that. Yeah, I really don't think there's much left here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of quick travel to Basilisk Gate. Oh, shit.
Or accidental.
Does it matter? Ooh, are we surprised? Nope, can't move. Okay.
This feels good.
Blazel, if you don't mind.
Time to
you just
strike.
get out of the way for a moment, please. Might as well just, get first blood. So there is a Mindflayer over here. So I guess that means like a whole bunch of people just, underwent Ceramorphosis. Let's say that right. Ceramorphosis. Ceramorphosis. God damn it. Action surge. One more time, just like one round, this jackass. 8/11s. Okay. Like I love horror. I get it. I love body horror. I love like I love creepy stuff. I love all that. There's a couple things that squicks me out. Cannibalism, and I think on the same level, creatures that take over your body and turn the body into something horrific. I don't like that. Like, I mean, and weirdly enough, I don't mind like zombies and I don't mind like mind control, but I don't like it when there's a parasite in your body, it just takes it over and then it turns it into something creepy. I'm sure there was a whole bunch of movies like that that I can't think of at the top of my head, but I find that very gross.
Sometimes the only way
find it
out
very,
is
very,
through.
I find it incredibly sinister too, so it's
One day
not
I'll catch a
my
break.
favorite horror trope. But you know what, that's okay, because that's what horror is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you feel uncomfortable, right? And that's totally fine. That is totally fine. I will make horror feel also uncomfortable because yes.
And run.
Okay, let's go after this guy. He looks like he's wounded. So, I mean, what is it with Vampire Ascended Vampire Astarion? Vampire Lord Astarion, that's what I'm gonna call him, because I seem to be able to have like sneak attack advantage all the time. Is that his like, is that a talent of his? He's a pure assassin rogue. 2 to initiate rolls. Huh? I guess the thing we do now. I'm cool with it. One of these days I will analyze this and find out why I get like advantage, sneak attack advantage on every, at the start of every roll now. Scarlet Remittance. Okay, done there. Guy is going to try to stun me. Slap. Gasselblad. I'm gonna try to dash right over. All right. Let's I'm gonna use cantrips on this guy. I wish my cantrips did more damage. Critical miss.
I missed this.
So let's go. I mean, I'm not complaining.
We must discover where it is.
All good.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Can I free these chickens? It feels very unfair to have like anyone watching.
Don't
touch me. Tread carefully.
I've always wanted to know what's in this chest.
Simple.
Add bonus. Guidance, thank you. 26 on a 15 DC. Sapphire and 28 gold, not worth it. That wouldn't have been worth going to jail over. All right, let's go.
Back home won't ever believe this.
So I guess the Illithids attacked. So a number of unfortunate
catch a break.
tadpole souls underwent transformation, Ceramorphosis. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Thanks to the Elder Brain breaking free, because we now have all the tadpoles. We now have all the netherstones. And speaking of netherstones, I should put them in my netherstone pouch. Did I do that already? I'm gonna put this in camp. And that to camp. Could you imagine, like, I just sell my netherstones? Yeah, I already did that. Orin's netherstone, Gortash's netherstone, Kethric's netherstone. Astral touch pet tadpole. Not sure if we're gonna use yet or not. Let's go back to camp, and we're going to take a long rest, and we're going to see how Gale is doing. I had every intention of finishing this, well, continuing on, that is, in my last play session, but I was just so tired because I didn't expect to do all those reloads. I found out a whole bunch of things, but I'm going to keep them to myself, so. We are no longer, well, I guess we're still a Bhaal spawn, like, technically. But yeah, I'm not even going to bother rehashing what happened, because I will tell it very badly. If you guys really want to know what happened, just check out my recap where it's scripted, or go to my previous video, and then you'll see. You'll see. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. And it's just, my mind is still blown about it. And not gonna lie, I'm still not sure which route to take. Even now, I'm still not sure if I should just, like, kind of reload and just do a different option. Like, maybe I'll keep the very first option where I failed the duel, but I don't know. This feels better in the long run for Raven's arc, Raven's story. And besides, the first time I went through that, I messed up again. I really did mess up. I did not have any of my, like, I was wearing the wrong, like, amulet, necklace, even though that doesn't matter. But it's all strategy, so okay, let's talk to Gale. How are you doing, Gale? We missed you. I missed you.
I've been threatened with the sharp end of a dagger before, but never with such a monster as Orin holding the blade.
I missed him.
Certainly would have been a disappointment to spend so long resisting the instructions of my own god, only to die as the plaything of someone else's.
Are you hurt? Did Orin arm you in any way? Did Orin capture you? You're lucky I bothered. I think she made a grave mistake in taking you. Only one I was happy to punish her for. Actually, it's not Orin I wanted to talk to you about. Are you hurt? Did Orin harm you in any way? This is... Also, I feel like maybe Raven was born anew, and he's a little bit more understanding now that he's no longer under Bhaal's thumb.
Not sure I'll ever truly recover from the embarrassment of falling for her tricks, but physically, I'm absolutely fine. Rather well rested, as a matter of fact.
Very good.
A modicum of reason lurked in that warped mind of hers, led her to spare me rather than skewering my corpse over her temple door. I hope we never see Orin's like again. Mindflayers and absolutists I can handle, but she was nothing but cruelty and carnage.
Yeah.
Another whose god should go unworshipped.
Yeah. Is that it? I want to talk to you about other stuff too.
What's on your mind?
The vile urge within me has been scourged. My heart is pure at last.
Nothing like ridding oneself of a god's unwanted influence to lighten the load on your shoulders. I wasn't sure if we'd lose you to that darkness entirely. I'm glad to know you found your way back to us.
Covered of blood. Okay. Ooh, Astarion.
Hello, my dear.
I think we already spoke to him. Karlach. Guess what?
You're cured. You're free.
This merits a celebration. You did what you had to do to get yourself right.
Oh,
To
an
choose
idea.
the life you wanted to live. Very fucking proud of you, mate. Seriously.
I love you, Karlach. Okay. I think we already spoke to Lae'zel about our situation.
Is something burdening you?
Now we cool. I mean, we have plans. This is going to be a pretty light episode, though. Shadowheart, guess what?
I wasn't expecting it.
Oh, you were already with us.
I'm glad to have some company on it.
Okay. Hey, Will, guess what?
You have conquered your urge. You
We
have
did.
taken back your own soul. I'm so proud of you.
Hey, thank you,
If I
Will.
had a bottle of dragon dew, I'd open it in your honor.
I've got an idea, though. Jahira, guess what? I don't have to kill you.
Congratulations are in order. I fancied myself the sage advisor, sworn to guide you through what it means to be a child of Bhaal. And while I mulled on that solemn responsibility, you went and took care of it on your own.
I wonder.
Well done.
You know what? I'm gonna
The path of
do.
a Bhaal spawn is not an easy one, nor does it ever truly end. But you found your footing where so many before you have fallen. Wherever you lead from now, we will follow. I believe you have an appointment with a Netherbrain. Lead then. Nature's servant awaits.
I have to do a version of that fight with Jahira and Minsk in the party. I don't know if that's gonna affect anything or be bad or whatever. Hey, Minsk, it's us.
Another ball spawn buried by our hand. Bhaal should learn better than to send his offspring against us. They might as well be babes, dropped bare bottom into the Rashomon winter.
I love you, Minsk. Yeah, I'd like to know a little bit more about you. I don't think you're half as dumb as you pretend.
How dare you? Minsk pretends at nothing, half the way or otherwise. There is more than a little to know, I think. I am huge.
I bet he is. You and Jahira always had such a quarrelsome relationship.
We have. Is it not wonderful?
She risks a lot to save you. She cares, whatever she says.
There is no need for sweet words between companions such as we. Too often those are the weapons of flatterers and frauds. But she who will beat you about the head with the cold and pointy truth, that is a true Wicklaren.
What's a Wicklaren?
You do not know this custom. Great Rashomon is ruled by the masked ones. Wise women you might call witches. To each Wicklaren is bonded a berserker bodyguard to dog her heels and watch her back until death claims one or both. So it was with Minsk and his witch, Dinah here, until she died, and Minsk had to carry on without her. But Jahira was there to help Minsk take vengeance, and to kick his backside when he fell to brooding, as any true Wicklaren would.
So what, one witch dies and you immediately pick another? That's nothing to do with being a Wicklaren, it's just being called a friend. Yeah.
So, duty, camaraderie, help in troubled times. What I call the bond of a Wicklaren, you simply call friendship. I think I understand your meaning. Then Jahira is my Wicklaren. And so are you. You are my Wicklaren, and Will is my Wicklaren, and Lae'zel is my Wicklaren, and Gale is my Wicklaren, and Shadowheart is my Wicklaren, and Karlach is my Wicklaren. Or no, Karlach is a berserker, so perhaps Minsk is her Wicklaren? My thanks to you, Wicklaren. You have given me much to think on. And should some enemy knock it loose again, you shall remind me.
Oh my god, I love him. Okay, let's leave. Hey, Mr. Ravengard.
The Absolute's voice is gone, but I still hear its echoes. Reflections of reflections.
Other stuff's been going on too, you know, buddy. Okay. All right. I think that's it. Okay. Let's take a long rest. Remember, I had this idea. Let's see if we could do it, though.
I'll give it a shot.
Oops. Anybody need to chat? Oh, Gale, I have some new duds for you. I forgot. Okay. I've been keeping these duds for you for a while now. I want you to have some nice new clothes like everybody else in the party. Where are they?
So it seems, but games
there we go. So give that to Gale. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Ta-da! Don't you look really good? What kind of shoes do you have? Very good. Tasteful boots. Gale's austere clothes. Oh, that's right. You still need your stuff, too. I think this is your backpack here? Oh, those are the book bag. Where is all your stuff? Yeah, this one's it. Okay. All right. Looks like everybody is good. Everybody's got their party clothes, yeah? Very good. We're about to have a party. What are you doing on the bed? Let's not choose our one because eventually you want to get this achievement done. So maybe next time we rest. Maybe. So, but let's celebrate with a roast. And yeah, like maybe a big bottle of wine. Perfect. We'll rest. I don't know if anything weird is going to happen tonight. Hopefully we'll just have a nice dreamless sleep. Poor Raven is all I'm saying. Poor Raven. Been through a lot. Honestly, I feel bad for him. I honestly feel bad for him. Okay. We good? Alright. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna welcome Gale back to the party. Hey, Gale, guess what? We have a new...
What's on your mind?
We have a new companion swapping interface. Join me.
I'd be delighted. Though, someone else will need to watch the cook pot, of course.
Okay, take Shadowheart's place.
Magical. So, shall we?
Indeed. I really do feel like speccing Gale into part cleric because I don't use him and I want to because I like him. I just feel like he's very redundant right now with us. Okay, so spells. He's still level 10, so I can. I could spec him into cleric, I think. You know what? No, it's fine. Or I could turn him into an abjuration or a divination wizard. We could try that. This is okay. This is totally late game build, but might as well. We'll try it. So Gale,
Salutations. My pleasure.
let's speak to Withers. Oh, we have to talk to Withers too.
Word.
I'll do that after I respect Gale.
Ah, another. Thy name has been recorded. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
Divination or abjuration? Let me change my class.
As thou desire.
Okay. Wizard. He'll stay a wizard. Cantrips. I think Mage Hand, Frost, and Fire is good. So is Minor Illusion, actually, but that's fine. That's fine. Spells. All right, we're gonna replace Grease with Thunder Wave. Whoop, I already got Thunder Wave. Okay, Grease with Shield then. Abilities. Until I know better, I'm gonna keep this as it is. I think this is okay. Arcana, History, Investigations, Insight, and Persuasion. He's fine there. That's cool. All right, let's go. I'm swinging this. I'm sorry. I am flying by the seat of my pants here. I'm just gonna swing this and see what I hit. So, subclass Evocation. That's how I normally play Gale because I love him being like a very, very damage heavy. But that's Raven's role right now. So I could do Abjuration. You twist and harden the weave into arcane wards to protect yourself and others. Learning abjuration spells from scrolls only costs you 25G per spell, not 50. So I like that. I could go divination. You peer through time itself and sculpt the future like temporal clay into a more favorable form. Learning divination spells from scrolls only costs you 20. You know what? I think I'm gonna stick with abjuration because divination feels like something I would want to play in honor run. Let's try abjuration, see how this works for us. Apparently it works very well for others, so we'll see how this goes. So we want magic missile, and I want this. Okay, so leave this with me, and I'll be back with my newly spec'd Gale, and I'll talk about it then. Alrighty, okay, so I think I have my Gale. He is an abjuration wizard. Not exactly sure what that does for us, but we'll see. Let me just kind of rearrange our stuff. We don't need that. The Netherese bomb. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what abjuration means. I thought it did arcane ward. Okay, your arcane ward blocks damage equal to its charges and then loses when charged. Casting abjuration spells will add charges equal to the level of the spell. What's an abjuration spell? Okay. Can I see this? Oops, alchemy. So Globe of Invulnerability, for example, is an abjuration spell. So basically anything with... That's an evocation spell. So banishment is abjuration. Can I... I'd like to sort by schools. Can I do that? Illithid powers. Protection from good and evil is abjuration. So I get rid of this. So basically anything that is defensive sort of Actually, I'll get this new shield instead. Is Abjuration. Oh, that's cool. It's fine. And Counterspell is an Abjuration spell too, so that's also on our stuff too. Lightning Bolt is fine. Illusion spell. So yeah, basically anything that is sort of defensive. So I kind of want to keep everything defensive on board. So maybe instead of Hypnotic Pattern, we'll have Banishment instead. Old Monsters, Enchantment, Conjuration, Abjuration. Yeah, the Globe of Vulnerability is Abjuration. Okay, 1 second here. I have a cat to feed, sorry. Okay, everybody, we're fully rested. Or we will be soon. No, we're fully rested. We have all of our spells figured out. Gale is properly an Abjuration Wizard now. So, Abjuration Wizard, I took a bit of dexterity there. Let's give him a little bit more AC, intellect, wisdom, and I think we could do better with his gear as well. He doesn't need that, so yeah, we have a ton of stuff that we could give him. So let me see if I can.
Who founded Baldur's Gate?
Oh boy, okay. We haven't played. Obviously, we haven't played with Gale for a while. He was kidnapped, like at the beginning, like almost as soon as we arrived in the lower city. So, unfortunately, yeah, we didn't get to do too much with him. And in hindsight, I should have respected him into something else a lot sooner, so I could have. But that's okay, because there's a lot going on, right? So, where the fuck is my stuff? Could also give him the Cloud of Authority. You can't be frightened and cannot be afflicted with other emotion-altering conditions. You have advantage on intimidation checks and insight checks, armor class 1. Or I could give that to Raven. He looks really good with it too. But he's humble now. So we should just put that somewhere and burn it. I think Gale is fine. Yep, we're just gonna leave Gale wearing what he's wearing, and I think he'll be okay.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Yes, you do. And we could use fire spells on him. That hat looks pretty awesome too, though. And he's got the incandescent staff. We have a better staff for him. I don't think we do. Not until we go to the House of Hope, which we will do soon. I'm thinking of bringing Gale along for that too, just because we haven't played with him so much. Just to make up with it, he might come with us to the last few places. He looks pretty fucking awesome. I want to dress him in blue though. So, purple, mighty breed. Ocean dye's not too bad, so let's combine that. And looks really good. Okay. Let's go on with this theme. Looks so good on him. Wow, I love it. I love it. All right. Gale looks pretty spiffy. Let's go. Okay, eventually we are going to make it to a little bit of action here. They're wizards. We look so cool. I need to bring Will out at some point. We'll have like a robe off. You look pretty badass. Okay, let's go.
These boots have seen everything.
So what we need to do now is we need to get into the crown, the Karsus room. Forgotten how to do that. But we'll start here in the Sorcerous Sundries.
Why, yeah.
What is our gold situation like anyway? I know we have a ton, but I don't know who has it all. You have it all. Okay. Oh, are you already? The cold encumbered him? Are you kidding me? Over to Sorcerous Sundries we go. This jackass is over here still. We don't need to buy anything. We're just gonna head straight over to...
Look, a bookseller.
I'm gonna go straight to here.
To the tome I need.
Don't worry, we know where it is. We don't need to talk to the bookseller. Come over here. Do I know where it is?
Keep a blade close.
Historian? You wanna unlock this?
Easy.
It must have some sort of merit. Sorcerous Sundries stocks it.
Doesn't look like it's red, so we should be able to unlock it. 11, 23 on a DC 15. Succeeded.
Watch the shadows.
All right.
It seems the rules have not changed in your absence. You're still trespassing.
I've been sent here to patrol. There have been reports of someone trying to sneak in. DC 20. 19. We won on a 31.
You've been granted free passage. What you do with that privilege is up to you.
Okay.
You've been caught
Oh my god.
trespassing.
Dude, come on.
Again.
Alright, I'll go. What the actual fuck? Anything in here that's fun though? And you book the first. Wizards of Note. I don't think anything special is in here, so we'll just close the store.
This was here last week.
Jerks. Okay, let's go to the portal then.
Here.
We're all here. Oh, Lorokan's body's still here. Poor dude. Roland's body is still here. Have we ever spoken to Roland's corpse? Speak to Roland's corpse.
I'll try this.
I don't think I'll be able to speak to him.
Seems willing to speak.
No, it's Toots Killer. I get it. Let's do a tiefling. Hello. Let's try that again. I
The
feel bad
corpse
for siblings.
regards you lifelessly.
Do you have any family?
Family.
What do you mean, no?
No one.
No family? What about Leah and Cal?
They are brother and sister. Gale says I am family, but
What? How did you die?
fast, but can't be. Must finish
Finish what?
my training. Must get to Lorokan.
3, 4. What's so important about Lorokan?
Everything. He'll make me greatest wizard in Faerun.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
What happened to Cal and Leah? Okay, we know what happened to Cal and Leah. They died. They just spell this. Okay. Let's all go.
Quite ready for you.
So we need to go over here.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Okay, I'm just gonna chalk that up to, you know, he's been the Dark Urge for so long. He's got issues, right? See, will everybody else join us?
Breathe deep and move.
Okay, Gale?
Yes?
Yes, he says. Let's go.
Very well.
You too, Liesel. Come along.
Waiting. I crave blood.
Oof. Those skinny gets Yankee ankles. All right.
Blood. No. Never
Hello?
mind.
Okay. Wait, I don't think this is where you're supposed to be. Hold on. Wait button. Go back up. So we need to be clean up. Not that one. What's in here? Ah, okay. Vaults. Okay. Where is Gale? Okay. Sorcerous Vault. I get over to Karsus's.
Immediately.
Go through here. All of this stuff has been looted already. Like that, clearly. Oh, some potions. Nice. Nicklar's Ledger. Interesting.
Color me curious.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's give this a try.
Good area.
No entry to vaults. Trespassers will be disintegrated.
Karsus.
Master Leroican.
Szarr. Uh-oh. Oh my god. We just made it. So this is where... let's see here. Knock comes in handy. Lockpicking impossible. Okay. How do I get to that? Alright, Elminster's is in here.
Named after wizards. There's Ramazith, Elminster, Silverhand, and Karsus. The animals must be behind his door.
Maybe. I mean, we did loot it already.
Still breathing, despite everything.
I think we did loot everything already.
Way before.
Okay. I did have a screenshot somewhere here, so let me just... go back here. Okay, I think
Seems simple enough.
we have to do the steps again, I think. So I think it's... Sorry, I just have my notes in front of me here from the last time I did this. Abjuration. Evo. Transmutation. This one here. Okay. No, dude, don't click on... Alright, don't step on that. That's not what I wanted. Shadow? Silver, I think.
How many die today?
Okay.
How many die tomorrow?
What does this do? Okay.
Still in control.
Huh. All right.
Can't give up now.
Well, you wait here then.
Your desire?
I think those levers turn off the traps.
Nasty surprise.
Oh. Don't step on stuff. My goodness. The Karsus.
Unlock hereby the path to the Karsus Vault.
All right. Is there anything else while we're in here getting shot at? Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, and I think we have to go back to... let's go back here. Raven, you too. Bye. Okay. Karsus's room is open. Let's go.
Dream in red.
All right, buddy. All right. It's okay. You don't have to worry about the Dark Urge anymore. It's not gonna get you. As far as I know. I don't know. Revealed. Oh, the Foe Breaker. What is this? Lethal weapon. The weapon ignores bludgeoning resistance. Nice. When you miss an attack, you deal 1 bludgeoning damage anyway. As heavy and opposed to nonsense as the kitchen cook in most stories about some young adventurous girl going to become a knight or a hedge witch or something, you got to have a big no-nonsense cook. It's like rules. I feel like that's an Easter egg to something. Okay, let's send that to camp. That's a nice weapon. I feel like that's a Karlach weapon, but we don't need all those.
What's inside?
That, if you don't mind. Great axe. Okay, there's some scrolls here. That's probably something good. Okay. Scroll of Invulnerability and Scroll of Dimension Door. All necessary. Scroll of Otto's Irresistible Dance, which was so helpful in the Orin fight. I feel like it's such a cheesy spell, but it worked.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Okay, this is what I wanted to make sure that I had Gale for.
Surprise.
Hypnotic Pattern and Dimension Door. Okay. Annals of Karsus. Oh, I just read it. The ancient handwriting book, rebound at least twice, that purports to be notes written by the Mage Karsus himself. But much of it is in personal wizard cipher, but the final page is written in clear text. My great spell of transcendence is mine alone, not to be committed to ink and parchment, but I have also forged 3 supreme enchanted items that are physical embodiments of my wizardry, and of them I shall make record. There is a crown, an orb, and a scepter, each nigh alive with its own power and purpose, and these I call the Regalia of Karsus. I feel like there's a sequel in here somewhere. Baldur's Gate, that is. The Crown of Karsus, to attract and absorb magical knowledge and give the wearer dominion over himself so that he remains his own entity apart from the weave. The Orb of Karsus, a storage device or battery that condenses mystic power, ever gathering so that it must be siphoned at intervals of its excess. That's what's in Gale's heart. Scepter of Karsus, an instrument of projection, a focusing utensil for the precise wielding of unimaginably vast forces. Know of these items you must, for if I fail to achieve immortality, they will persist, and dare I say, live on beyond me. Interesting. So I think the Orb of Karsus is what Gale has in his chest right now. I don't know what the Scepter of Karsus is. And the Crown of Karsus is obviously what's on the brain right now.
These notes are no mere diary. These are the visions of Karsus himself, designs for the crown he hoped to forge, and the new form of magic he planned to create with it. It seems Raphael was telling you the truth. The crown you saw atop the Elder Brain is indeed of Karsus's making. Reunite the crown with the Dead Three's netherstones, and Karsus's design might yet be completed. You could wield the power of a god.
The broken artifacts of a failed god, the crowd should be destroyed before it causes any more damage. He always liked the idea of being worshipped, adored, obeyed. Better not get ahead of yourself. The crown is still out of reach for now. Okay. Currently, Gale is bugged. Apparently, there's a bug with Gale. So whatever option that you choose, I think goes... You get railroaded into a choice at the end anyway. I don't know, but I'm going to try to not pick that option because I probably would not have done it anyway. So Raven would say, better not get ahead of yourself. The crown is still out of reach for now. I think, Gale's learned his lesson. The broken artifacts of a field god, the crown should be destroyed before it causes any more damage.
Though Karsus could only have worn the crown for mere moments, he managed to destroy an empire, killing thousands in the process. In the hands of the dead three's chosen, it threatens to do much the same. You must find a way to stop them, to render the crown harmless, detonating the orb if necessary. You can save Faerun from Karsus's evil and the Absolutes in one fell swoop. Only you might not live to enjoy it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna steal that. Scroll of Dethrone. We got another one too? We got 2 scrolls of Dethrones. So one of them, obviously, I'm gonna learn that. Or Gale's gonna learn it. And the other one I'm gonna send to Raven. For reasons. Okay. You look pretty good so far. Anything in this stack of scrolls here? Ooh. Scroll of Odaluk's Freezing Sphere. Send that over to Raven. Very good. Okay.
Let's explore.
Let's just go. Let's close this door. We are polite guests. We're very, very polite guests, and we're gonna go and close the door behind us. I think, in the end, I think Raven would want to learn from Gale. Let's close this door, though. Yeah. Where's our team? Oh, our team is still stuck downstairs. Okay, let's, get out of here.
Yes, let's.
Come on, people. What's in
Don't mind
here?
if I do.
The Wizard's Tasks, the Folly of Karsus. This ancient water-damaged tome is largely illegible except for the following. Did Karsus mystic autodidact, in all his vainglory, disdainful as ever of received wisdom, proclaim that crisis-bound he would safeguard the magic tapestry of all wizardry by supplanting the failing weave god Mistral with another immortal guardian, wiser and stronger of mind. Who could that be? Asked the Netherese, amazed, and Karsus gave them reply. Who but I? Have I not mastered all the spells that are known, and divers others that are not? Have I not forged this crown, thrice finialed, that shall convey into my brain mind all the enchanted wisdom of Netheril? Yea, indeed. And of Mistral herself, it shall be so. Canst thou but wait, implored Shadow, until... Wizard's Taskless. Task for which I require 8. Sweeping out the main hall, removing Ramazith's personal effects from my chambers, placing such valuable tomes as the Annals of Karsus and in the Karsus Vault for safekeeping. If Muklor cannot handle such simple matters, I ought to replace him with an animated armor or 2. Wow. Lorokin was a dick.
Traps. How considerate.
Okay, let's just go, guys. Let's go. Come on, Lae'zel, let's go.
Interesting.
All right. Very good.
Looking ahead.
Let's go.
Time to press ahead.
At some point, I have to kind of do an inventory of all our scrolls. Just kind of clean things up here. And to Raven. I'd rather have Raven have all the inventory for now, and then he will be distributing everything. Head over to Raven. I'm sure there's going to be stuff that Gale will need to also learn in terms of scrolls. And things like, you know, if there's like any excess, for example, any excess dimension doors, I think I'll give everybody at least one or two. I'm also kind of planning out my honor modes run in my head. I was going to do that this weekend, but I didn't get a chance to. I had, I was still playing this game. All right.
Still alive.
I know,
So
still
that's
alive.
progress.
What to do now? Let's see here.
Elminster?
Oh.
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of old durian. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy.
I love you in Elminster.
Tell me, what curiosities have you and your companions discovered within the walls of this esteemed emporium?
We found the Annals of Karsus. It proved an enlightening read. But you don't seem all that surprised to see Gale alive and well.
I trusted he would be sensible enough to exercise caution in this matter and to seek the truth. By now, you are aware of the evil we are up against. Karsus' pestilent crown, the very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade an empire and magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mystra asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mystra knows you defied her, Gale. Well, of course she knows. She's Mystra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last.
Stay silent is Raven's MO. I really do want to redeem Gale, though. I wasn't able to save Astarion, but Gale, I want to redeem him.
Mystra's willing to speak to me again? Was this your doing, Elminster?
She knows what I see in you, just as I know what she sees in you. I was not born an old man. I know all too well what it's like to have a goddess fill your heart with longing. Looking at you is like gazing into a mirror that shows centuries long past.
The past is the past, Elminster. And the future is, well, still to be decided. By me. Not by Mystra.
If there is another way, I trust you can find it. It is not in your nature or mine to stop looking, to accept the first answer to any dilemma. Do what you can. Put that mind to work. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave. If you are willing, trust in Mystra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gale of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
All right. Let's see what we could do for Gale.
What now?
So all it took to get Mystra's attention was to learn how to reforge an artifact that once destroyed her.
I mean, yeah.
Obvious when you stop to think about it.
What do you think she wants to say? She's scared of you. You want some closure to be able to challenge her. What do you think she wants to say?
Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever.
Mad.
If it's important enough to send Elminster, we can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards.
I agree. It's time we headed for the Stormshore Tabernacle.
After you.
Okay. What is our approval with Gale, by the way? Oh, there's a character sheet here. Oh, we're not bad. Huh. Wow. What happened to our relationship with Astarion? Very good. Wow. Okay. Okay. I thought we had a thing, but whatever. Ever since Astarion ascended, he's been a bit of a dick. Let's go. Okay, we're heading over to the Stormshore Tabernacle right now. Let's go. I think it's here. Yeah, we went the long way, I think, but it's all good. Go say hi to Vicar Humbletoes. There you go.
Like this.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll understand if I remain unbound.
Hear this humble plea. Another step forward. Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute.
Let's talk to the statue of Mystra, I guess.
Bless them with the strength to endure and the courage.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic, as though the weave itself were coursing beneath her stony skin.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Well, go on then. It's rude to keep a goddess waiting.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee.
He's so cute. You're ready for this, Gale.
Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard.
Yes, you are.
This is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it.
Of all the things to be nervous about, an audience with a goddess seems reasonable. I mean, we're the Bhaal spawn. We've just had a whole thing going on with Bhaal. I don't think this... I mean, this would be a reasonable thing to tell him, but I don't think this... I don't think Raven would care anymore what gods have to say. Do you know what you're going to say to her?
During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go.
I'm going to ask Gale to seek her forgiveness. I don't know if it's necessarily what Raven would want to say to him, but like I said before, I think Gale is bugged right now as of patch 6. So he's being railroaded into one route, and people have reported it already, and it shows up quite a few times in different subreddits too. So seek her forgiveness, Gale. It might be your only hope of curing the orb. If there was no bug, and if all things were weighed evenly, then I would tell Gale to not give anything away just to find out what she has to say. But I'm gonna ask him to seek her forgiveness.
Mystra's forgiveness? If you want me to claim the crown of Karsus, she'll hardly be in a forgiving mood.
I didn't say anything about claiming the crown of Karsus.
I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of 3 dragon ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit.
I said nothing.
I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Of course we will. Well, wait. I said nothing about asking Gale to find the crown, to put together the crown of Karsus. Or sorry, just steal the crown of Karsus.
Gale of Waterdeep, you look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
She's got a point.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite weave.
You can no more control the Karsite weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
Great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
I can't remember how this went last time. But I don't remember Gale being so antagonistic, or maybe like, you know, the idea of this bug is kind of like, the technical bug that is kind of screwing with my brain and my memories of it. In any case, I just feel like he's a little bit more tense. Let's talk to Gale.
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time.
How do you feel now that you've done it?
Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place. And, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that?
It's not your fault you weren't to know. Because you acted the idiot and paid the price for it too. It's not your fault you weren't to know. Because it is his fault. He went after it. He should have known. It's all too easy to miss things when we're blinded by desire.
True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mystra's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus.
We need to take this chance. You deserve to be cured, Gale. Is that what you want?
Perhaps. I see few other options open to me. If I ever want to reclaim those parts of myself the orb snatched away. If I ever want to be me again.
Going to cure, I promise. And then what then? What will you do? You're a great man, Gale. With or without. No, that's not what Raven would say, though. See, knowing that this bug is here is kind of messing with my roleplay. Okay, what then? What will you do?
I don't know. It's been so long since I dared to imagine an end to the orb's hunger. Better start thinking about it, hadn't I? Imagine being able to picture one's life ending in something other than a cataclysmic explosion. What a treat. If I can promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down.
Please don't.
Now, I believe we've a date with an elder brain to get to. Shall we?
Yes, we do. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff that we have to do in the meantime, though. Let's, Statue of Helm. Can I pray to all of these? Statue of Seluna? Interesting. Well, we've got the least religious bunch of people in this party. Tamora, the Hound in the Hand. The Lune's devotee and mother have halflings. I think I've read those. Yeah, we've got the least religious party going on here. Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else that we could do. If there's anything else we could do to clean up anything. I done pretty much everything else, right? Except for all the main stuff, so... confront the Elder Brain. Deal with the devil, we still have to do that. We still have to make it to the House of Hope. Help Kithrak boss. All of this... Deal with the devil for your Orpheus. This starts at the House of Hope. Open your scars. That's done. Either 1 in a million unlucky or someone hated those stinking guts of yours to such... Why is this still a thing? Hold on. Find old friends. I feel like it's still open, but we... Face the Elder Brain. You were tadpoled wrecked down in this flesh pit near dead, half caved in. She said you were the first ever tadpoling victim. You're either 1 in a million unlucky or someone hated those stinking guts of yours to do such filthy, bloody work. Bloody vengeance seems appropriate. We got bloody vengeance, though. I escaped. The hold that Bhaal had over me is gone. I love that this is now in Raven's voice. This quest. I escaped. The hold that Bhaal had over me is gone. All the voices in my head and the rushes in my blood, I cured them at last. Strange to think, but I could do whatever I want to. Be whoever I want to. I'm finally me. These thoughts won't talk to me any longer. Very good. Fine, Dribbles the clown. Yeah, we do have all of Dribble's body parts. We might as well go do that. Oh yeah, we still have that. Githyanki Warrior is still tied to the House of Hope. Blood of Frontiers. That I think we're gonna do after the House of Hope, maybe. Maybe, yeah. Yeah. Wizard of Waterdeep claimed the crown of Karsus. Gale met with Mystra in the Outer Plains. She told him of the true nature of the orb, that it is the Karsite weave, a half-formed magic created by Karsus when he sought to become the god of magic. Mystra asked that Gale seize the crown and then return it to her in exchange for which she'll rid him of the orb, claim the crown for herself, though in the Karsite weave would answer to him. Okay, or you can't talk. Okay, all this stuff is complete. Orin's crap. Very happy about that. So, look at this. Done quite a bit. Need to cuss, so we all have all this to do. All right, let's go back to Rivington.
Why, yes, Edvard.
We'll stay with this part.
Can I call you Edvard?
Yes.
I do think it's our duty.
I don't think there's anything else to do in Rivington. Right.
Light on my feet.
I don't think there's anything else that we have to do here. I think everything... We've done pretty much everything now. Gortash is dead, so maybe all the anti-refugees are gone. Hey, Madame Nestor, how's it going?
Discussion.
Maybe the refugees...
You tracked down the man responsible for those explosive toys.
Yes,
Good
we
work.
did. Okay. Zoru is still there, the last tiefling. Hi, Granch.
Don't worry about my wound.
Okay. I'm just checking out to see if there's anything else going on here, but it doesn't look like it. Huh. The Gur encampment. Is there any Gurs left? Curious. think so. We've been through here. Huh, we'll take it.
Take that.
Yes, we will. Potion of healing. Elixir. Karsus practice sword. Aw. No, you guys could keep that. It's fine. Training shield.
What's in here?
Scimitar. Chronicles of the Gur people. The book's pages are worn and weather-beaten, but the text remains clear. Hundreds, maybe thousands of entries, listing names, dates, and mighty deeds, written in many different hands. It chronicles the history of people as they travel across Faerun. There's also an extensive bestiary describing all the manner of monsters and how to slay them. The descriptions are graphically detailed. Wow. I'm gonna keep this. I feel so bad about killing the Gur Astarion. What can we do? One of these days, I'm gonna replay this sorcerer, maybe the exact same sorcerer, and see if I can't just get a better playthrough. Because, okay, first of all, I feel like I think I've said this before, but I feel like I should not have killed Isabel. I feel like the Slayer form just wasn't worth it. I don't really use it, and I probably would have gotten it anyway for any kind of achievement. So I think it was totally unnecessary to kill Isabel, and because of that, Dame Aelin doesn't have a girlfriend, and that bothers me. I, of course, if I was to do anything better, I of course would have not messed up Astarion's romance. I've gone over that already, and I don't want to go over it again, but yeah, I don't want to mess up Astarion's romance next time I play this character. I don't even know if I ship them anymore. I used to. I thought they were cute together, but I don't know. So, yeah. So that's another thing that I would fix on this playthrough as well. Maybe I would have, you know, I would have, maybe I would have metagamed for Alfira's robe, at least to rescue Alfira. And maybe I would have done a better job in trying to rescue all of the tieflings too. So, and this is if I'm, you know, if I want to continue playing a good Dark Urge. But another thing too is I don't know if I can play an evil Dark Urge, really. There's too many things. Like, evil doesn't mean I have to go murder hobo on everything and everybody. So I could still save the girl, for example, but kill the druids. I could keep Menthara, that kind of stuff, but I just don't feel like I have it in me to really be a bastard or play an asshole character. I mean, you have to play the game for at least like 80-ish hours, like minimum, and that's a long time to spend with a character you don't like. So I could get a statue to myself now. Ooh, that might be something.
I am not buttering you up.
Hello, Popper. How's it going?
Trito! Trito!
I don't feel like Raven would get a statue of himself. Let me see what you have.
Yes! I has lots of stuff. Just for you.
Okay, let's see. Dark Displacement Gloves. Subtle swap, you gain a +1 to attack rolls and throwing. You may swap positions. No, I don't want that. Oh yeah, that's right. We're going to try to pick up as much alcohol as we can. So we could get that one achievement. Arrow Salving. Arrow Transposition. Arcane Interference. Necrotic Resistance. Elixir of Vigilance will always come in handy. I think we have enough elixirs of Psychic Resistance. We don't really need them that much. I'll grab one of those too. And one of those. Find bone shard, weave moss. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to say goodbye to you, young man. I wish I could see you again. Let's grab these too. And sell your rares. Yeah, so. Gales, I just want to do one last check just to make sure that Night Orchid. We'll grab one of those. Might as well grab one of those. Alpha movement, web grenade, bloodlust. Sure, bloodlust is okay. We'll grab this and that. Okay.
Bye-bye now. Come back to Papa soon.
Of course, Popper.
Seti. Papa sells good things.
Oh, darling, don't forget that Dragonborn's order.
Subtle steps. Let's prowl. Radio note.
Is someone excited to
Let's
work
have
with
a
a handsome
rummage.
Dragonborn?
We're gonna pickpocket. Yeah, we are.
Like candy from a gnome. Thank you.
Good.
Stay
You
low.
should make him magnificent, my darling.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Okay, let's go over here. They're turning in a quest.
What to do? Can't slow down.
I mean, I think all the parts are in our traveler's chest.
I should speak
Back
up.
to Lucretius.
Hello again, my vicious little warrior.
Hopper's coming right up for us. Any luck finding dribbles? This is every part of dribbles I could find. Uh-oh. I lost her voice. No. I shall remake dribbles better than before. Where once he was famous, he will now become legend. I cannot do her voice. And you here, darling, a little something from your friend Lucretius. My circus and I can now finally leave. Oh my god, I lost her voice. You're leaving right now? It was a pleasure to meet you, Lucretius. And you delectable vintage. Oh, and if you do take on the absolute, do not try not to end up like poor dribbles. You are so very pretty after all. Yay! Spellmite gloves.
Thank you for finding dribbles, darling. Be sure you don't forget me.
I won't. I would not have felt right if I left without hearing her properly.
Thank you for finding
Okay. Poor poppers. Just go. We'll just go. I just kind of avoid poppers here. Bye. 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 Uh-oh. Hold on. Astarion is talking to him.
A thief's been picking pockets near here. This would be a good moment to explain yourself.
Popper, no, you don't want to... You don't want to deal with Astarion. Try to talk your way out of the situation. How dare you accuse me? I'm a victim too. Deception, of course. Oh, good. 18. Success on a 15
You've been
DC.
given the benefit of the doubt this time, but something tells you next time you won't be so lucky.
Bye-bye, Astarion.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Okay, let's go. Let's go before anybody else accuses us. Hey, Akabi, bye. You have any final words for us?
Moment to talk.
Akabi is tired of the Wheel of Wonders. He is now closed.
Love you. Bye. Let's buy some dyes from Szarr, the mummy. I understand. I'd like to see your face paints. Okay, let's black and summer green dye, bloody plum, sinful red on bone white. Oh, we'll buy that, see what happens. Dye remover, we're good. Okay. Thank you guys. I'm gonna miss the circus. Until next playthrough. Farewell. Let's go see...
When's it gonna stop?
I want to go see Exxvikyap.
Terrible. Are you joking?
Where are you, darling?
Why if we get in trouble?
Don't have the strength to
This whole situation stinks.
Why if we get caught?
Guild robbers are usually decent enough. They take your gold, but they leave you.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Why'd you close the door? Hi, Exxvikyap.
Gildro? Oh, no. Just you again?
I'm really sorry about Gildro. You should know Gildro's not coming back.
What? Don't joke about that. He'll come back. He always does. He's probably just gone to get more coal for the forge or visit one of the ore mines.
He's dead.
And no obituary in the Gazette? Impossible. I don't know why you're insisting on spreading these nasty thoughts, but I'll ask you to kindly keep them to yourself. Now, is there anything you'd like to buy? If not, move along.
Oh, she doesn't like us anymore. Sure.
Not for you to worry about in any case. You're a customer. Is there anything I can do for you?
She's not getting paid.
Of course. Gildro's finest.
Well, there's this. I don't know. We don't need that. We need arrows, though. Do we need arrows? I think we're okay for arrows. Astarion is not a ranger. Construct slaying. I mean, maybe aberration slaying. Gonna come up against Elithis eventually anyway, right? Fiend. Undead slaying. We'll take a couple of those. And anything else in terms of gear? You need more fire arrows. Those always come in handy. Arrow of many targets, sure. Couple of those too. I think we're okay for that. Bombs? We're okay for that. I think we're okay for arrows of transpositions too. We'll take some frost arrows though. Arrows of ice.
Come back soon. And if you see Gildro, tell him everything's under control.
We will. Farewell, Exxvikyap.
Give them a piece of your mind and pieces of your body will be washing up in Grey Harbor tomorrow.
Why if we get in trouble?
Come on, guys, let's close this door.
Don't have the courage to enter this. Don't have the strength to face it.
Zola. Okay. Oh, refugees. Gauntlet. Oh, we could speak to her. No, she's just frozen. Alright. Okay. Let's head back to Lower City Central Wall.
That bloody Gazette! Nothing but death, death, death! What the people want! Stories, never like here!
Oh, please tell me they've stopped.
Never been so hot.
You know what? I wonder. We haven't been back to Astarion's mansion. Cazador's mansion. Let's go. Let's take a little bit of a trip. Why not? Let's see if Astarion is recognized as... Oh, there they are. Lord of the manor now. I'm gonna steal that. Bye.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
Talk your way out of it. Since when is it a crime to admire fine craftsmanship? I just wanted a better look. Add bonus friends. We'll just do friends. We'll see what happens. Oof. 21.
They believe you. For now. But something tells you they won't be so receptive to your charms again.
Just a bottle of wine. We're going. Bye. Before friends runs out. Go here. They don't really feel like getting into a fight right now.
If he doesn't come back, I'm having his chicken.
Bread. Are we allowed to be here still? I wish there was a waypoint right here at this point. There's one in the basement, but I don't want to go to the basement right now.
Put my hands on everything.
Oh, we could go in.
I always wondered what a vampire's lair would look like.
The pets.
Can't there pictured it being quite this theatrical.
Well,
I find it surprisingly similar to Queen Flackett's aesthetic.
And Bardarola.
She does have a flair for the dramatic.
Nothing else, huh? Let's go downstairs here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything much else that we can really... Yeah, Siren's dead. Everything must be perfect. Everything must be perfect. Written multiple times. Okay. Yeah. Of course they don't have a pantry. Let's go back upstairs. Let's see if we can't raid the kitchen. And then we'll just fast travel out of here. But I'm just curious.
Open up.
Okay. This was really a nothing episode. We're just kind of like
Tell us how. What would you rather?
cleaning up, I think, and seeing if there's anything else left to do. And I don't think so. I think everything is pretty much clear. Oh. Let's go see Gortash's mom and dad. Oh, that's right, we killed him. Totally forgot. Did we kill them? Or did we leave them alive?
Doom and gloom in the Gazette since Gortash died.
Let's Ministerian.
How delicious.
No, she'll be hostile, so maybe we'll disguise ourselves. As let's disguise ourselves as a dwarf, sure. Oh my god, you kind of look like Corilla. Okay.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
Sally, Flymms, mother of Emperor Gortash.
I don't know why I said that, but chose that. I killed your son.
So it's finished. Good.
Why did you sell your son into slavery?
Owed money to dangerous people. It was the only thing I could do.
You didn't even like your son. What could you tell me about your son?
Should have ended it in the womb. Dreadful child. Sold him to a warlock to save our shop. At least he got to live.
Bye. All right. Well, you know,
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could
a lot
have.
of people always wonder, you know, what would happen if you go back in time and kill the most evil tyrant that ever lived? How would that affect the world? It was just like, well, the world's a very complicated place. If it's not going to be that one particular tyrant, and we all know who we're talking about, it's probably going to be somebody else. So, it sucks. Alright, Oliver Tefoko.
Best victuals and cures in the lower city guaranteed. What'll it be?
I would like to buy some potions because we need a lot. Fire resistance. We need more of these, I think. Cloud Giant Strength. Flying. Sure, I'll take the flying potion, please. Diluted oil of sharpness. That's fine. We don't really use... We should use oils. We don't. Elixirs of viciousness. Glorious vaulting. Don't need that. Fire resistant. We're fine. We definitely need some of those. And we'll take a couple of these too. Actually, I'll put this away. All right, we're good. Now. Oh my god. What? Okay. Alright, bye.
You never know where your next meal will come from. Unless you carry it with you, that is.
Okay. Let's go this way. And then we'll head over to... Okay.
That was a bad idea.
Flaming fists are still drunk here. Oh. Uneven prop. Oh my god, Raven. Why are you encumbered already?
This place never changes.
All I see are carousing fools.
Welcome back, mate. What can I get you?
Your wares.
Take your time.
fifth bank, I think. We need a lot of camp supplies to be able to do this, I think. We'll grab this. We'll grab the Froskus Ale. Armenian desert wine. Wine, regular wine. I don't know how many camp supplies that is. One pitcher of beer, sure. One big carafe of wine. Hit the bank. Stag Swift tonic. Fill passion syrup. Sup. Wine. T-shaped pink. Portal sherry. We're totally gonna do this, guys. Rosenmoor and fire wine. Why not? Arkin's Hoard. Zuzalin's Sweet. Yeah, we're totally gonna do this, guys. Okay, let's go.
Wishing you fair winds, mate.
Indeed. Of course. Of course. Okay, so I'm gonna send this to open this. I'm gonna send all this to Lae'zel. You carry it. Wow. I don't know if there's much else to see here. I don't think anything different will be in here, will it? Yep, it's still covered in blood. Very distressing. I'm just gonna step away here. I love how the Flaming Fist has nothing better to do.
You're joking, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's... Unfortunately, I don't think there's much to do. Just say goodbye to Baldur's Gate. Because soon it will drastically change, right? Okay. The ruins of the steel foundry. Yep. There's Volo's chair. Okay. Alright, let's head back to Lower City Central Wall. Okay. Yeah, we didn't do too much, so I don't know if we're going to...
Yeah.
Direct me.
They've really made a meal out of the death.
Eager for battle.
Yep.
Won't tell us how good.
I've got a long road.
I have to... So a couple of things now. I have to choose our companions for the next little bit. I want to bring Gale because I haven't gotten a chance to play with Gale very much on account of him being kidnapped. So, yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the rest of today cleaning up my inventory and, you know, just making sure that everybody is ready to go. So just kind of like a preview into the next little bit. We are definitely going to go into the House of Hope soon. So we're going to head over to the Devil's Fee and we are going to get started on that. And that has a potential to be a crazy, crazy journey. So I don't know. I've got to make sure I'm ready. So what I have to do is I have to make sure I'm ready, that everybody's geared up for those fights. I have to pick my team. I don't know who I'm going to bring yet, but one of them will definitely be Gale. I'm kind of also considering Will and Shadowheart. but it might most likely be Gale. Raven, of course. Raven, Gale, Shadowheart, and Lae'zel. Raven, Gale, Shadowheart, Lae'zel. Or I could forgo Shadowheart and bring Will instead. But I don't know if I'm going to need a cleric, and I'll tell you know. If you play the game, you'll know why I probably won't need a cleric, but let's see. Okay, we'll see. We'll figure it out. I have not sure exactly when I'll be able to play the game next, but it won't be too long between game sessions at least. Anyway, I will see you later. Yeah, this is a very light episode. It was just kind of like dealing with stuff and kind of the aftermath of all the Dark Urge stuff. I'm sure there's much more to see, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what happens next. But I don't know if Bhaal tries to reclaim him. Who knows? It might happen. Shit might go down. I won't know until I get to the end. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I play Baldur's Gate 3 and cheers. Bye.